I am so excited today to be talking to Deborah Norris, who I affectionately know as Little Debbie. And Debbie and I met at Burning Man in 2010 when we were both camped at the Black Rock Roller Disco. And her Burning Man story is so inspiring to me that I just wanted to do this interview with her. So thanks for being here, Little Debbie.
Okay, thank you for interviewing me. I'm glad you say such nice things, Kim.
Well, you were I just love spending time with you on the playa, and I loved hearing your story. So, first of all, you just told me you're 66, going on almost 67.
Right, in May, mid-May.
In May, and how old were you when you went to your first Burning Man?
63.
63. And how did you first hear about Burning Man?
Well, my son met the Las Vegas Burners in some activity they were having and went to Burning Man. And when he came home, he was so enthusiastic and described such a spiritual experience that I didn't want to go because it was his discovery. But I really wanted to go. And he picked that up in my voice. And the next year he said, well, why don't you just come? So I did. He didn't take it back, so I packed up and went out there to Burning Man. And we've shared that experience 3 times now.
And where do you live?
Springfield, Illinois, right in the center of Illinois.
So you're in Illinois, and so did you go participate in any regional events before you went to Burning Man?
Yes, I did. One of Don's conditions was that I have a group of my own, so that I would be a little not so well. The word he used was he didn't want to babysit me. So in order to not be babysat, I had to have my own group. So I went to the St. Louis Gateway Burners. And then I've been to the Midwest Burners sponsors an event of about 1,000 people, and I've been to their event twice, and 3 Gateway Burner events, and another Lakes of Fire. And so that's my regional experience.
Probably have more regional experience than anyone I've ever talked to or met. You're the queen of regional burns.
I'm surprised at how many people I talked to who were not at all connected with regional. And Holly, I don't know how you do that. How do you go to Burning Man once a year and not be able to reconnect with the burner spirit until the next year?
Especially living somewhere where it's quite different than what it's like at Burning Man.
Right.
Do you talk to people in your regular life in Illinois about Burning Man?
I really do. It's almost like I'm an evangelist proselytizing for Burning Man. Yeah, it's like maybe I should have done more of this for Jesus, but I'm really, really evangelizing for Burning Man.
Well, I think that if Jesus was alive, that he would be at Burning Man. So
I fully agree with you about that. And, I mean, the spirit of love that's there, regardless of all the other stuff, yeah. I think that's very, very spiritual, and Jesus would be very happy and at home.
Yes, I think so, too. Do you feel like the Burning Man has changed your life?
I do. And I would not use that expression easily. Yeah. I hear people talk about how, this new shampoo has changed their life, and it's like, I don't think so. That's a lot to say, that something changed your life. But, yes, I definitely would say that.
So what do you enjoy most about the Burning Man experience and being a part of the Burning Man community?
Well, the people. Obviously, the people. The activities, if you told me that I'd be doing these activities, 6 or 7 years ago, I would have said, that's not me. I would never do anything like that. I would find that boring. But I do. I love doing the activities because the people are there. I appreciated the changes in myself that come from just seeing myself in a different way through the eyes of the burners. They're very loving, very affectionate. It's just like having a new family in a lot of ways. So, yeah, the people in the burner spirit, I like that. I love the costuming. And the way it led to a couple of other events like the Santarchy and an art group that many of the burners are part of. I got involved with that, too. So it kind of opened up several areas to participate in.
Yes.
Then I wouldn't have known you, would I?
No.
No.
Yep. Lucky us.
So I envy you starting out really young with the burner culture and having that part of who you are as a person that will make your life, I think, a lot richer and happier.
I'm glad I have it too. And I'm glad that there's people like you. You're such an inspiration to me that you've discovered it later in life. You know, it's pretty amazing, and the way that you embody it and have plugged into the culture, and being from Indiana, the fact that you're in Illinois just especially resonates with me, and I just love knowing that you're there, and it gives me hope for the future of the Burning Man culture, that there's people like you out there and being accepting and loving in your everyday life, and I think it positively impacts our world.
I think so too. You know, I know that a lot of the publicity Burning Man gets has to do with the kind of hippy-dippy or kind of, you know, oversexed or drugs and that sort of thing. And that's just the thinnest surface of the whole thing. There's so much more there in terms of knowing that what kind of a world people could create if they were committed to doing so.
Yeah.
You know, we come in the gate strangers. And in no time at all, it's like we're community and you have experiences. I don't have experiences in the default world where I'm almost instantly friends with somebody I never saw before and probably won't see again. But like when they hug you and you hug them back, you're just family.
Yes.
And we could do that. We really could do that. But then you leave the gates and get down to another place and people aren't making eye contact or they're afraid to speak or be spoken to. And it's like, no, we can do better. I know we can do better.